Hey everybody, my name is Melissa Welsh. I'm the founder of Pixel Sense and Melissa Welsh Photography.
And I'm Amanda Haddo, the founder of Amanda Haddo Photography. And this is Wind Down Wednesday.
Yeah.
Grab a glass. So, I have a big question for you.
Sure.
Because I'm having a little bit of trouble thinking about how to price my albums. And I feel that I'm not able to convert to a sale in the viewing session because I haven't priced things accordingly, and I'm just wondering if you can give me some advice on what to do.
Sure. Albums are a great topic, like pricing albums specifically is a great topic for today. Because what I had found in my own business for a long time, and then when I talked to a lot of other photographers out there, is that albums are actually one of the, how do I say it? They can be the least profitable or like biggest money loser in your business if you don't know how to price them properly.
Okay.
A lot of people make the mistake of like just taking the cost of an album and timesing it by 4. Like if you go on any Facebook forum right now and you ask, how should I price my album?
Yeah.
Probably 15 people will tell you to take your hard costs and times them by 4. The problem with that is that number one, it hasn't taken into account all of the time, not just in designing the album, but processing all of the images in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that it doesn't do is it doesn't take in, you're not, valuing your intellectual property
Yeah.
at all in that
Right.
case, right?
Valuing the individual
All the different images that
yeah.
are going into it. So that's one thing to kind of throw around in your brain a little bit. The other thing is that if there is a direct relationship between like the bottom of your price, or I guess the bottom of your product line, so like whatever the smallest or cheapest products are, so if it's like a 4x6 print or even an 8x10 print, if those products are not priced properly, and I would say that probably 70%, 80%, 90%, somewhere in there of all photographers do not have the bottom half of their product line priced appropriately. It's really easy, especially when you're making up your prices, which I'm totally against, but I realize that's where a lot of you guys are out there. It's really easy to just make up a big crazy number for that 30-inch print.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want it to be? $3,000, $5,000? What is it worth? It's easy to slap a great big crazy number on that. And so most photographers have the top half of their product line priced with enough profit, a big enough profit margin, but the bottom half of their product line is usually way, way underpriced.
Right.
And when you run your numbers properly and figure out exactly what you should be charging for that 5x7 print or 8x10 print, you're gonna find that it should be between probably $200 and $350. I know mine is priced at $350. Okay, and like 5 years ago, I used to sell my 8x10 for $60 because I just made the number up, and I'm being crazy on this, but that's what so many people do, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there wasn't something out there helping you walk through it and figure it out. So anyway, bringing that back around to the albums. Let's say if your 8x10 print is priced at $90, and then you go through the whole pricing formula on Pixel Sense, and you figure out that your 12x12 album actually needs to be $1,500, right, in order to be profitable for all of the time and intellectual property that goes into it, you're gonna have a heck of a time in the sales room selling that album. Because if your client can get 10 photos, okay, so it's like 10 photos in an album for $1,500, or I can buy 10 photos for $90, it's like, well, that's $900.
Yeah.
I don't really need to spend the extra $600 on
Yeah,
the
the
album.
album doesn't seem worth it if that's the case.
No, it's like a really hard sell.
Yeah.
Like your album is a hard sell. But if you have priced the bottom part of your product line properly, and it's like, oh, so my 8x10 should actually be $200, or it should be $300, or $285, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like, then your client does the quick math, and they're like, oh, 10 photos for $300, and well, shit, that's $3,000.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend
Yeah.
$3,000 on 10. That doesn't make any sense. Or I can buy this beautiful album for $1,500.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
then all of a sudden that album
then it
makes
starts making a little bit more sense.
well, and the album has value. Like it's an easy.
Exactly.
You're not even selling it. It
Yeah,
just makes
they're
sense.
pushed towards going towards that so that they get so much more for their money.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that is like a combination of like strategy in your product line and how you price everything. And then also, of course, at the end of the day, making sure that you are getting paid properly for your time and your value in your intellectual property. So I don't know was that helpful? I don't know. I kind of talked
Yeah,
about
I think so. I think what needs work for me is to run my numbers again and to look at the bottom part of my pricing sheet, because I think that's the thing. There's other items that clients are pushed towards going for rather than that album, and I'd love for them to have the album. That would make me happy because they're gonna get those images that I created for them,
Yeah.
that they can treasure so many more of them than choosing maybe one print or yeah, everybody feels differently, I think, about their sessions, but for me, creating images in my newborn sessions and having, you know, the sibling images and having the family images are valuable to the clients as well. So, you know, what's a way to price that album so that it's beneficial to the client, but it also compensates me for the work that I've put into all of those
Exactly.
images. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think I touched on that a little bit and how like, yeah, when you put 20 photos in an album or 10 photos in an album, it shouldn't just be the album times 4 because it
Yeah.
doesn't account for those 10 beautiful images that
Yeah.
you put into that album.
Yeah.
And that's
All the
why,
hours of editing.
exactly,
Yeah.
you know, and that's why those albums should be priced at a higher. So if right now in your company, you are selling albums for $500 or $300, I would really encourage you to sit down and look at those numbers again, because the odds are you're probably not being compensated for your time. And if you're not being compensated for your time, you're never gonna meet your financial goals for the year. You're never gonna take home that 30 grand or 80 grand or 150 grand, whatever it is you need to support your lifestyle. So
Yeah.
anyways, I could go on about that kind of stuff forever,
I
so.
think the take-home lesson is don't undervalue yourself. Don't work for free, because your families are worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And albums are like one of the most amazing products that we produce for our clients, and they should be valued. They should be properly valued.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well,
All
that's
right.
Wine Down Wednesday.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.